How's it going, everybody? Flinger Foo here. Welcome back to episode 4 of Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. Today we're doing the mystery of the vanishing statue, the thrown spear, and the dead guy on the yard. So, hey, we just ended up getting our search warrant to go into the club, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get over to the club.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
Okay. Let's see. I'm feeling I'm probably gonna be attacked in here. What's this?
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
Okay.
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
Okay.
The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection.
Okay. Let's see. Wow, these guys just pilfered all sorts of things, huh?
This metal globe is very impressive.
Oh, what's this?
Some bits are missing.
They are.
Some bits are missing.
They are. Okay. What are you?
It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
Yeah.
This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. These antiques look quite valuable. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the reasoning behind why they're dead, because they have to bequeath their findings to the club.
Zacharias Greystoke. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
I don't think so either.
I wonder who this man is. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club.
Empty space.
The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche to your club's account. However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month, and the sum of credit for £1,000 due to previous overdue amounts. If you wish to review your account, you should contact the bank manager directly, Mr. Black, bookkeeper for Lloyd's Bank. Okay, so he is overdrafted, or yeah, his account is not in good standing. March 1881. James Ness and Sons, jewelers for Charles Yellingham. We acknowledge receipt of your item, namely 458 grams of solid gold from a part gold Guatemalan statue. We agree to purchase this item. Monies will be paid within 48 hours from receipt of this letter. Okay. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. Okay, so he's selling off bits of that statue. That can't be good.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family.
Yellingham, as I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have to discuss this matter before the award ceremony. I have already warned the other one of this, Zacharias Greystoke. Okay, so there was conflict.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
For Mr. Olivier, the company director of Royal Parties, to organize the award ceremony for our bowling club's most recent competition to the estimation of requirements for guest night. 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 reserved from the restaurant, a local musical ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decoration, invitation cards for guests. I know this will be quite expensive, but please allow me a period of grace to settle the payment. As I recall, you were so generous to grant on the previous occasion, thanking you in advance. Okay, so he's overdrafted. To Sir Charles Yellingham from Brittany Lovelace, Chief Accountant of Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again late, and this for the 4th time in paying credit you have with our house. Any delay in payment results in a fine of £7 10 pence. 10 shillings. After studying your proposal, we agree to seizing part of your club's collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised monies will be reversed against the credit account. Okay.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to this dude out here. Alright.
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
Oh. The telegram?
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
All the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
Yes, convenient. Back at Baker Street. Let's get this thing analyzed. Okay.
Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Right.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Okay. 8 Grub Street, London. Okay. Bernard Marley Foundry, okay.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Okay.
Fresh scratches. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Thank you.
A drawing of Takun Uman.
Ooh.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
Yes.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Okay. Okay, nailed that one. Okay.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit's disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
Well, that would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
By stealing from your club.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No, it's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Yes.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
Let's see. No, can't burn it. Let's see. Analyze the letter.
I can't help myself. I must open this letter.
That's right.
I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Oh yeah. I've opened a letter or two before. I went to high school. Alright, come on. Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the same. I am writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything, whatever risk it may involve.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
Are you he?
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tekun Uman. Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well.
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
I have a feeling he's gonna die in that consultation.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible.
Binder. Appointment 25th November. Okay.
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco. Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him. Thanks to the
address.
information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
There we go.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
Brook Street.
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
What should we do next, Holmes?
We should walk towards the door.
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
I'll be taking that. Thank you.
No, please!
Here's Holmesy.
Please help!
Our attacker escaped through this skylight. Our assailant escaped using this rope.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence.
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, And quite aptly, I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
Brazil, Sao Paulo, April 14th, 1883. I, Claudio Gia Inácia de Silva, give full rights and freedoms to Albert Dike and Biobando from this day forth for him and his descendants. Okay. My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world? For if anyone should discover this terrible shame, the terrible shame of this failed expedition and our enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Tucunuman's temple. I came back to see you one last time. I intend to die alone with my precious collections, my lifetime's results of archaeology. One friend of mine who is a bailiff will help handle the sales. You will receive all their income. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me and you are able to finally lead happy lives. My only Yeah, crack in the wall. Okay. Handprints. Can be moved. Yes. Spotted that one. Alright. Ooh.
This model forms a part of another, larger model. (1894). This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly.
So the circus and the small bed have something to do with a guy inside the statues wearing them like a suit of armor.
There's a little bed in the small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life with a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekunu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
And I think that's going to do it for this episode. If you like the episode and it's helping you out, or if you're just enjoying the story, click like. I appreciate that. And if you want to see more, all right, subscribe. I appreciate that just as much. And until next time, this is Flingerfoo saying, hey, take it easy.